Morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So we're on our way to the golf course, and I figured I would do this little golf course update here, kind of talk about what I've been doing the last few days. And we did receive some rain on Monday, so I want to start with that. So we did receive some rain on Monday, and it looks like we're not going to receive any more rain here for maybe the next week or so. So this could be a little bit of a stretch here where the course finally gets dry. So Monday evening we received, probably about an inch of rain in a very short time period, maybe 2 inches of rain. It was quite a bit, which was needed. It was just starting to get dry out there. So I didn't run irrigation Monday or Tuesday night, but last night, being Wednesday night, I decided to turn it on. So I ran fairway heads at 10 minutes. I ran everything actually at 10 minutes. So greens, fairways, tee boxes, fringes, stuff like that. I ran at about 10 minutes ahead, so everything could get full coverage without me having to run 2 irrigation pads at one time. So the pressure was going at 100% all the time on each one of the heads, so I could get maximum distribution, which is what I wanted. So that is a good thing, but now I'm going to continue to run that here until I need to switch over to about 15 or 18 minutes ahead, causing me to run 2 pads at once, really, suffering the pressure of the irrigation system. So one thing here I did notice that yesterday when I was at the course, Tuesday, took the day off. So yesterday, I had to take the day off. I had to take one of my cars out to be serviced. So yesterday when I turned irrigation on, I really noticed, since I put down that fertilizer, I believe it was 21.36 off the top of my head on Monday. There's so many fertilizers that I've dealt with, I can't quite remember. But I put that down on Fairways. It had merit in it, so it was like 0.2% merit in there as well, because this year is even worse than last year. I've had so many of those shiny Asian beetles that have essentially bred on the golf course and dug into the turf, that after the severe issues with grubs last year all over the place on my golf course, I decided this year I wasn't going to put up with that. So I fertilized fairways and the edges of the roughs with that fertilizer with merit in it. And I did that earlier this year too, to counteract the grub issue, which worked great. It worked phenomenal. So now this will work as well. But I put that down on Monday, and it got rained in, of course, and now it got watered in as well. So yesterday the fairways looked so good, and here's the issue this year without watering. I only watered once this year at full capacity at 18 minutes. That was it, and that was just a few nights ago. So now I'm back to watering at about 80% capacity, of course, not quite full. And I've had dollar spot for days, pythium, anthracnose, any sort of disease that you can imagine, because the fairways are not getting watered at night. Nothing is getting watered at night. So all those diseases are allowed to flourish when there's nothing taking them down, essentially. So now it is nice that I'm back on a regular schedule. I'm back on some sort of routine with watering, so I'm not at the mercy of Mother Nature with the diseases on the golf course, because my fairways, quite frankly, look like shit. I was not happy with them. I can't get it down, whether it's my mowing equipment, whether it's Mother Nature, whether it's the fertilizer I put down. I can't get my fairways to go at 100%, which to tell you the truth is quite frustrating, because that's, my tees are great, my greens are great, my fringes are great. I want my fairways to be great too, and maybe to the average golfer they are great, but for me, I want perfection. on the golf course. I strive for that. So as it sits right now, they look probably 70% better than what they did last week at this time, because that the nutrients, the food for the grass has allowed it to grow through the dead dollar spots. So I will show you guys when I mow fairways today what it looks like, how it mows, everything like that. And to tell you the truth, it really does look great. The color is back, the growth is back again. I'm just, I put that first application of fertilizer down the beginning-ish of May. So I guess over the course of 1-2 months, that does tend to wear off. So I put this application down, let's see, it would have been July 19th, I think. Somewhere around there, July 20th. It was July 20th. So now that really should take me to the end of September, and by that point, I'm through the disease season, basically for fairways, and I shouldn't have any problems. So I'm basically be done for the year worrying about fairways. So I'm really happy I did that. Next week already, I have to spray. I'm on my every 2-week cycle of spraying now for greens, and I have been now for a while. But spraying isn't a huge favorite thing of mine. Actually, I want to touch on this. So I did spray 2DQ on some spots, and that usually takes about a week to go into place, and it's been about a week. So when I mow fairways today, I'll be able to see if what I did actually worked. Fairways were difficult to calibrate and figure out how much product I needed to put on there, just with the speed and everything. I haven't been very good at spraying 2DQ the last few years, so this year has kind of been my first. And so far, the clover and everything, it seemed to work on that. So we'll see what it looks like today when we're out mowing fairways. Spraying again here, I'll probably just continue to do what I've been doing with wetting agent at a lesser dosage, some humic, liquid fertilizer for the greens and tees, that type of stuff. But we're almost to the course, guys. I'm gonna get in the mental mindset to work today, as it's kind of the dog days of summer. I'm hitting maximum burnout, and my toughest season isn't even here yet. So with that being said, we're gonna head to the course. I'll take some videos here of the turf and everything, and we'll rejoin with you in a little bit. We've got to start to a beautiful morning here at the golf course. Everything is green. Everything looks so nice. And fairways look extravagant. The crows are eating away some of those dead grubs. It's pretty nice. The fertilizer that I put down last week on the tees has taken hold. It just looks so green. Oh my goodness. Everything is so green. That little bit of natural rain that we got helped out a ton. But the fairways, night and day difference compared to last week at this time. Even around here, this is one of the worst hit parts. As you can see, that's really green where I sprayed the humic. And then right here, you can still see I've got a lot of issues, but it looks a heck of a lot better than what it did 2 weeks ago, which is amazing. Alright, we're gonna hop on this green and start mowing. And we've got irrigation going here. So I just want to show you some of the areas that I sprayed for crabgrass, clover, etc. So the clover seemed to take to the 2DQ. It's starting to wither away and wilt. But the crabgrass, not to my delight, did not. So you can see it definitely, took it. But it didn't do enough to actually kill the crabgrass. So the actual structure, leaf structure, root structure, it's all still there. But you could see the clover definitely took to it, and that is going away. But this crabgrass was just too strong The clover definitely had, the 2DQ had an effect on the clover for the positive, but the crabgrass negatively, you know, it really wasn't affected at all. So that's a shame. I'm upset about that. It was definitely a long time, so I have to increase my dosage of it. Clearly, you know, I didn't want to spray, you know, too much close to the greens because I didn't want any overspray going onto the greens. But lo and behold, I could have increased the dosage enough to kill the clover, or at least take it down, but not enough to do anything with the crabgrass. So that was a bummer. That was definitely a bummer. So if I have time here, I will go out and spray again. But again, that was pretty time consuming. I've got a busy little bit coming up here for sure within the next few weeks with a bunch of tournaments and whatnot. So we'll see if I actually get this taken care of or not. A little upsetting. I figured it would be done by now, but it is still going. So this is definitely the worst fairway of them all. This is my fourth hole on the golf course, and you can see how bad the dollar spot actually is out here. It's terrible. It's just astronomically bad. So now I'm out mowing. It's even tough to tell where I mowed because the dollar spot isn't just that bad. It looks like winter kill essentially, but it isn't. But I have noticed an increase in growth since I applied the fertilizer, and now that was Monday, so it'll, even within the next week, it will really take off even more. So I'm hoping that I can essentially have this grass grow out of the dollar spot, and then with me getting on a normal irrigation cycle again, Monday night was hit really bad with dollar spot, but I'm hoping with a normal irrigation cycle here, a lot of that dollar spot won't be allowed to grow, essentially because there won't be much dew on the grass. So it's a real pain in the butt right now. And there are areas of Pythium as well out here, not only with brown patch, dollar spot. So it's a shame. It's really a shame. So I'm glad I put down fertilizer when I did, and hopefully that's going to help out, because this is about the worst stretch of it right where I'm mowing here. So yeah, and that's basically all I wanted to cover here in this little golf course update vlog. So guys, we will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Take care.